What's going on, guys? Welcome to the playoff race number 2 here for Richmond in the Elite Racing Association. How are you guys doing today? How how the heck are we going to expect boring racing tonight when we are in the middle of the round of 12 here? We have 11 playoff drivers, meaning out of the field of 12, there is going to be... I'm immediately going to pull onto the inside, by the way, just so everyone knows. Just so I can talk to you guys. So yeah, having a field of 11 playoff drivers, there is a lot of ground to be made up here. There was some that didn't quite make it last week. There were some that actually did not have able to have time at all in order to even come online. And there are some that, like Emily, Boz, Loho, all of these guys were able to turn on laps and were able to go on out and collect some valuable stage points. So let me kind of go through the playoff standings as they run right now. So we have U.S. Truck Enterprise, who actually has a 1-point advantage over second place Kalen. Kalen did not have a good race at the Charlotte Roval. However, he is trying to change that here at Richmond. And then KC, XXI, and 2242 is sitting in P3. Boz, P4. And probably the most welcome surprise out of everything, Emily, America Captain, America 00 Captain, my bad, is now sitting P5 in the playoff standings with Loho right behind her. Emily and Loho were considered to be the underdogs going into this race, and there was a lot of talk and be like, okay, well, who's going to be the first ones out? And they're showing, hey, I'm not the first one to leave here. So that's good news for them because, like I said, they were able to gain valuable points last week. But now we have drivers like Trump Train and Brian just barely above the cut line at +6 and +1 respectively. And then you also have D's Pro, Hit the Pace Car, Mike Sr., Joshua Jaguar, and Selling Dreams, aka Tom, all below the cut line. And currently all but Joshua Jaguar, like I said, all but the top, or all but one driver, Joshua Jaguar, is not going to be joining us tonight, are in the race right now. So they're all going to be gaining points, and there's going to be a total of 12 drivers tonight. So
you're clear of pit road.
So we're going to see how many people can collect those valuable stage points and how many can actually advance themselves into the next round. Will we see a playoff driver win tonight in order to advance their way up into the next round? Who knows? That's going to be a question for the wise, because unfortunately I can't answer that right now. So we're gonna see how this goes, honestly. So everyone in chat right now, make some noise. Who's all here? So there we go. The race is all done. We're gonna see who's gonna be on pole, and let's it go. Oh, just hearing word that Dees was not able to make it. He is had a technical glitch. His PS4 totally disconnected, and he is now looking to get an invite back in. So that is going to be a blast from the rear for Dees, and he's already looking but beneath the cut line. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. Chat, give me one hot second. We're going to be talking to the guys on Discord, and let's see who got pole first. It is Kalen with The only person to go below 21, and that is a full, wow, almost a full 2/10 away from second place Casey. So we're gonna see how that goes. So we're gonna get D's another invite. All right, so there's D's. All right, so I'm going to be talking to them real quick, and give me 1 second. All right, so good lap there, Kalen. You are now on pole. Almost a full 2/10 away from second place there. How do you feel, Kalen, going into this race? Are you still on your controller, first of all? Oh, you're back on your wheel? Okay. Well, there we go. Well, good job there. Is everyone all back so we can get this party started? My lap was blistering, by the way. No one can beat it. All right, so it looks like we're all good. Of course, send me some invites, please. I have yet to get a single one. All right, appreciate it. I'm gonna, real quick as well, gonna promote the stream real quick. So before we get this party started, so timer will I get going here at 9:14. Uh, 40, sir. All right. So with that, we are at green light. Thank you guys for inviting me. Let me know when I can join back in. All right, guys, I'm talking back to you one more time. So yeah, Kalen's on pole. I saw Casey was in P2 there, having a very good lap. He's back on his wheel, so I totally forgot about. I totally forgot about that. I thought he was still on his controller. I thought he was still on vacation. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of people trying to beat Kalen. Kalen is the one to beat here. So says from the drivers themselves. So we're gonna see how this goes. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of points on the line here. A lot of people are looking to advance themselves. The only non-playoff driver in the field is going to be Heron. He is looking for a win himself. He is, at this point throughout the season, he is looking for wins. Knowing that he's kind of making himself a home here, I'm looking at Heron to make some noise. He had a very good showing at the Charlotte Roval. So as we load in here, let me know from you guys watching, who do you have going into this race? I think, like I said, the ones to watch are going to be Heron. Of course, you can't forget about. We are green here. We can't forget about Casey there on the outside, as I was about to say. So we are going to see how this kind of shakes out. Now we're going to get from a front to back view right here. So the 11 gets really tight along the quarter panel and then clears the 13, but who's going to be the late breaker here as the 1 gets massively loose there, and looks like he kind of got into the throttle a little bit way too soon, and that is going to just absolutely destroy the field. There's a lot of people going to be beating and banging. There's a lot of people 3 wide, Goose in the middle, put the 22 almost into the wall. They are, oh, we are just looking at this right now. We're seeing the 24 of D is absolutely blasting his way from the from the rear of the field right there. But looks like as the front runners kind of get into their own little rhythm, the 43 kind of goes around the outside of the 22 right here. Brian, who was not present at the Roval last week, is looking to just get some laps going right now. That's kind of what these guys are looking forward to right now, having just logging some laps and getting in on the rest of the action here. You have Trump Train here, who was not also present last week, looking to make some noise here. You have the 13. Oh! Looks like the 48 and the 43 potentially making contact there. Ooh, the 43 hits the wall. And Emily making her way through the field. There we go. Very conservative going into turn 1 and 2, having a very conservative line. The 43 is going to hit the wall. Yes, he's up there, thankfully. But yeah, I was just about to say, the 13 has an actual challenge on the 11 there. And the 1 of Selling Dreams right above championship points leader US Trek Enterprise. So right now the 9 kind of just making a home here in P5 right now, but on a preset it is so hard to get those bumps right. We're gonna go on board with the 9 right here. So going to turn 1, it's a long sweeping left-hander. You want to get onto the brake as late as possible, but also have as much momentum coming out of the turn as you kind of see with the 9. But the same thing can be said, or sort of the opposite can be said right here. You want to get into the brake as early as possible, and then as soon as you see like the pit line indicator, the yellow line, that is where you want to be. So one more time, long sweeping, get onto the brake as late as possible. You want to be off throttle and then pick up right now, and then kind of just carry it through the rest of the corner, and then right here off throttle, coast, and then pick it right back up at that pit lane. So it is a beautiful set of corners here at this facility. Very difficult. It's easy to run, but difficult to run well. So that is one of the things that is going to be the death of some of these drivers. There is a lot of drivers that are going to be caught up by the corners, as you see the 22 right there. If you take it too hot, it is going to absolutely just fling you. You are gone, my guy. Now, like I said, you get really loose coming out too, so you don't want to carry too much throttle. And so far, it looks like everyone has been pretty calm, cool, and collected about that. There is a battle for the 43 is trying to make his way back through the field. The 24 has made his way up to P5 right now. From last on the grid, that is from P12 to P5. So a lot of storylines earlier in this stage 1. And one thing I definitely want to say right now is that the playoff drivers, the ones to watch, are definitely moving their way forward as the 48 gets into the back of the 1. Like I said, it is very hard to go all the way around this place. It is a short track. Contact's bound to happen. But yeah, that was very difficult. So looks like Kalen is kind of smooth sailing now at Richmond. This is a 100-lapper, like I mentioned in the pre-race, and he is making a note, making a statement saying, hey, I am back, I am the person to beat, and looks like he is just absolutely sailing away from the rest of the field right now. It's very reminiscent of what we saw a handful of weeks back at Iowa. So yeah, 13 here of Casey being under fire from the 3 of Trump Train. So the Trump Train definitely moving his way through the field. So he is trying to get his way up there. He gets a little bit loose, but nothing crazy. Trying to get some good stage points here. You can see how aggressive he is going to those corners. We're going to go from the top-down approach. How early is he getting onto the throttle? Try to get to the top side there, but no room to be made. So the 3 very early off the throttle and then getting back on. Looks like turns 1 and 2 are his best set of corners, so we're going to see if he makes up any ground going into turns 1 and 2 again. Very late on the brakes, kind of catches himself, but then early on the throttle again, so kind of catching the 13 unawares, and it looks like, yeah, turns 1 and 2 are his bread and butter right now. Trying to make use of the high side, kind of get the cut back. but there is no room. The 13's putting his car in all the right places. Yeah, turns 1 and 2 are definitely his wheelhouse right there. The 3 has it set up right there. As I say that, commentator's curse gets massively loose. Oh my goodness, this is a battle for 6 all the way to 12th right now. You have Brian SP in 6, Heron, oh, and Loho gets put down on pit road. Oh my goodness. Looks like I'm getting word right now that he was already spinning out, and he just one tab kind of put him down pit road, and it looks like the 1 is, oh my goodness, the 1 is around. Is that going to be a caution? That is going to be a caution. We're going to find out, actually. Hey, how many laps are in this stage? Or how many laps are left in this stage with that caution? Oh, so that ended the stage. Okay, copy. Okay. Alright, so actually with that caution, it ended the stage. So let's, we're going to get the rundown of the top 10 right now who did get stage points. Kalen, of course, being the stage winner. Casey, P2. Trump Train, we're on board with him right now, P3. Again, shout out to him for sending the picks. Goose, US Truck Enterprise, P4. D's, P5. Boz, P6. Brian, SP, 7th. Heron, 8th. Hit the Pace Car, Mike Sr., 9th. And Tom, Selling Dreams, P10. So, yeah, Loho and Emily, unfortunately, not getting stage points. They're looking to change that here. It looks like Trump Train actually was able to take the outside here, gaining a spot off pit road. How aggressive he's going to be, but with Kalen's stage win right there, that is an extra playoff point. Oh, that is contact between the front runners here, and that actually kind of just absolutely shuts the door on the 3 potentially going around the outside of the 11. But there is contact here. The 13 still below the 3. The 3 try to get below the 11. Still on board with the 11 here. Is the 13 going to go absolutely bonsai in turn 1 and 2? No, he doesn't. Very calm, cool, and collected is what Casey's doing right now. As we say that back in the pack, though, we were on board with Selling Dreams. Oh, right there. That's what I was seeing in turns 1 and 2. He is absolutely looser than a goose. No pun intended with Goose, who is running P5 right now. But yeah, that is, I don't know if he loosened up too much or if he's on a higher preset. But yeah, right now he is really, really loose. So that is potentially something that's going to haunt him the rest of the stage, because that puts him down into P10 with Emily being the only one down low that kind of now moving back to the rear. Yeah, Tom is really loose right now, but the battle for the lead, the top 5, now top 6, joined by Boz trying to make his way through the field. Boz kind of messed up turn 1 right there, but it looks like he kind of mixed up on corner exit. So Trump Train being on the outside there, loses 2 spots right there, hits the apron. That's going to open up the door for the 9 of Goose, who I feel like it's going to make a move into turn 1 here. But the 3 also dives it on down. Oh my goodness, that's going to open the door for the 9 on corner exit, though. So we're going to see a battle of the late. Who's going to be the latest of the late breakers here, and that's going to open up the door right there for the 9. The 9's going to get down low. And that's, oh no, actually loses a little bit of grip and was not able to fully make the pass. Now Kalen just trying to do what he did in stage 1 and just pull away from the rest of the field. D's in P3, and then you also have Casey there in P2. You take a breather after that one. Whew. But yeah, looks like through the rest of the field, a lot of shakeup has happened here. D's right there getting loose. So it looks like the 13 of Casey is starting to come alive a little bit, trying to mount a challenge on the 11. Goose still trying to work on the 9 there with Boz hot on his heels. Heron making his way up through the field. Still in P8 where he finished stage 2, but trying to make a pass on the 22 and does. So good job from Heron making his way through the field, but that's gonna... right now the entire top 6 are kind of running nose and stern right now, kind of giving each other ample room, so there is a lot of mind games going on because think about it, this is the longest stage, apart from stage 3, 36 laps, so technically you still don't have to pit, but you are wanting to pit because your tires are going to be gone by the end of this stage, so we're going to see who can manage those tires the best right now. So right now with all the slipping and sliding I'm seeing right now, especially from the 3, he is not saving tire at all. Yeah, the last of the late breakers works on the short run, but in a long stage like this, does not on the long run. So as we go on board with Heron right now, he is moving on up from P8 where he finished stage 1. Now in P7 stage 2, trying to chase on down the front 6. As the 22 gets massively loose there in the 22 behind. 53 of Mike Sr. Missing the turning 1 there, and unfortunately kind of scrubs the wall there in 1 and 2. Damage is off, so there's not a crazy amount of fall off from that, but still. In fact, actually, let's go on board with him right now. Ooh, pass for P4 right there. Looks like the 24 of D's actually lost 2 spots because he was in front of Trump Train right there. The 48 also making a ground. It looks like D's is really struggling right now. Let's kind of go on board with him right now to see if we can pinpoint where he's letting off. He should be letting off right now. He does. Okay, kind of. Yeah, it looks like he is just crazy loose right now. He has no grip out there. Where is the 41? 41's now hot on his heels, so going from P3 all the way back to P almost 7. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is actually heating up. It looks like Casey is actually... Ooh, as I say that, starting to get loose. Actually, we're hearing some word right now that there's a lot of chatter from these guys on here. Okay, no, it's just all about it's about Baby Patrol right now, so that's what it is. So a lot of these guys just can't concentrate right now, having to focus on other things around them right now, which is always a valid concern. You know, having a nice quiet space race definitely helps on out, but unfortunately, like I said, having some of those distractions kind of takes away from the race a little bit. We're going to be on board with Goose right now as he is trying to still get around the 3 of Trump Train. And right as I say that, it looks like I should go back on board with the front 2. Because they are nose and stern right now. The 13 kind of pushing the 11, lets off early. Kind of just lets the 11 know that he is there and is looking to get that win. Steal that win away from Kalen. Kalen, who has 6 wins on the season right now, looking for his 7th here at Richmond, but may not come this week if Casey here kind of keeps providing the pressure. And I like exactly what the 13 is doing right now, just not leaving his rear view mirror. You see the 11 gets really loose. He's now forced to get up on the wheel, get a little bit more aggressive on his tires, as you see right there. Now the 13 can just kind of keep that constant pressure without using up his tires himself, then he will make this pass a very easy one. But yeah, right now it looks like the 11 is kind of scooting away a little bit. I think that may be design. Casey might be trying to cool on down his tires a little bit, trying to get on around the 11 of Kalen. But we're going to Go. Ooh, back there was contact. And that is Mike Sr. around. Looks like he got loose. The one of Tom selling dreams here was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and just got caught up in that mess. And then you have the 22, Brian, in his own little race right now, just having, yeah, really no one, no pressure behind at all, and really no one in front. He is just kind of running laps right now. This is actually a good thing, though. Knowing what your car can do in fresh and clean air, and having the best running car that you're going to have for majority of this race. That's what these guys are looking forward to right now. Yeah, right now it looks like 53 is the first car to go one lap down. He is P12 at the moment, which is very unfortunate. He was so looking forward to going into this race. Ooh, the 9. Oh, really? That was, yeah. That is, yeah, it was the 9 just getting really loose right now. That's what I call just bad luck right now. Well, we're gonna actually find out. Hang on. How many more laps are in the stage? So, potential tire concerns. Copy. No? Okay. Alright, well maybe not. Maybe no tire concerns. That was actually Loho talking right now. As I see that, hang on, we gotta go on board with that. There is a challenge for the lead as the 13 of Casey makes a little bit of contact with the leader of the 11. Oh, there is a spin up in front. Is that gonna be a caution? That has to be a caution. Oh my goodness, we are gonna see. What? How does that change the complexity of this stage? It is going to be a short run with less than 10 to go. We should be restarting with, I do believe, 5. Oh no. If I were these guys right now, I am loosening this car up because we are going to be on the shortest run on this entire stage. This isn't for the finish. This is for stage 2. And everyone, all these guys, minus that one, are in the playoffs. And they are looking for points. So we are going to see, first of all, who got the lucky dog there. I do believe it should have been either Tom or Emily. It was one of those two. Yeah, we're going to see here. We're going to go on board with the 11 here. The 9 took rights only. Hey, you know what? If you just follow what the leaders do, you're just end up going to follow the leaders. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. Is he is going to fight his way. Oh, the 13 makes it 3 wide. 11 on the outside here, losing a lot of ground. The 13 absolutely making the move of the race. Now the 9 is just gets in the way of the 11. Oh my goodness, it's a cavalcade of madness here going for the finish here. 4 wide going into turn 1. And somehow the 11 kind of pulls his way into P4, maybe P3? As the 24, the 48, oh, gets around the 3 of Trump Train, spinning, and that is a caution, maybe? No caution. Yes, caution. No caution. Yes, caution. Okay, cool. Oh my goodness, what happened? Was that finish? Alright, that was insane. Alright, so we're going to be on board with our stage 1 winner, or stage 2 winner, my bad. Casey. D's finished P2. Boz P3. Kalen P4. Going from, I guess, on the restart, on the outside, you do not want to restart on the outside, is what I'm seeing. Loho P5, Brian SP P6, Goose P7, Heron P8, America Captain Emily P9, and Trump Train P10. So Loho is now going to absolutely going to disrupt this race here. He took 2, so we're going to see what exactly happens here. How is the 13 going to react here? Ooh, he's going to be exactly in the same position that Kalen was in right now. We're going to be on board with the 11 here because right now the 48 kind of puts the 13 there. Oh, he's still going to be on the outside. Now he's going to be battling with the 11, kind of giving no quarter, knowing that the 13 has to worry about the 11. But the 13 still giving room. Very respectful there. Now Dees goes to the point. A little bit of contacts made. Loho still on the outside there. He is on 2 tires. Right now, Kalen trying to make his way to the front right now, and that is just what you see on short runs here. It's all about getting out front and staying out front. Now, I like what the 13's doing, knowing that his competition's with the 11, giving plenty of space going to turn 1. As you see... Ooh, I saw a lot of contact back there. The 48 and the 22 hitting the wall simultaneously. So yeah, right now the... I like what the 43 did though. He took 2 rights, and generally speaking, that is the strategy that some people would have done. He gained track position by doing that. Now he's just kind of running up front. And now we're going to be on board with the 11, who tried to make a move, but that's going to open the door for the 13. They're going to be side by side. The 9 making contact, spinning around. That's going to be a caution. And right there. Now, we're going to be interview. Loho, quick moment for an interview. That strategy worked out. How does it feel? All right. So you were very loose, but now you're going to be perfect. So I don't want to hold you up for too long because I know pit stops are going to be coming up here soon. But yeah, that strategy of taking rights at the stage end there worked out beautifully. How many laps are left? Do you think you can stay up there? All right. Well, there we go. I'm not going to hold you up. You guys have fun. All right. So, looks like Loho, strategy worked out to perfection. He was massively loose, but now he is going to be on the outside of row 1. D's getting his first laps led there in that stage. So now he is, as he said himself, going to have the most experience on worn tires. And we're going to be on board with the 11 of Kalen here. After what we saw at the end of last stage, that is not what he wants. The 13 forces the 24 up the road there. Now the 3 is going to force his way through, possibly. Now the 11 trying to make his way to the high side. It is madness here going into stage 3. The 13 now wants to break nice and deep here. Make sure to cover off the 3, who's the last of the late breakers. He doesn't, though, and that forces the 13 up the track. And now the 24 tries to follow suit. Now the 13 kind of wisens up right there. Get the over... Oh my goodness, what a move by the 13! Bravo! But that opens up the door for the 24. And the 9 of Goose US Track boots his teammate up the track! Oh my goodness! And now it is just ping pong all around. You heard all of that contact being made. Now the 13, as we kind of get settled out now, it is insanity here in the beginning laps of stage 3. We already had our first caution of this stage. Now we are going to see who... Oh, we're getting somewhere. We have to break away from the action here. Looks like the 1 potentially making some weird moves, maybe? I don't know. Can't really see what was going on there, but yeah, there is battles going all over the place right now. We're going to be on board with the Loho here, who forces his way through, opens up the door for the 53, who just goes by both of them. Oh, and that's another thing that you don't really see, but like when you're when you're in the wall, it just absolutely grabs you and will not let you go. So this is... So right now, breaking away from that action, 53 of hit the pace car. Now trying to move forward there, and like I said, gaining 2 spots out of there. So what can the 9 do here, going into going out of this stage here? Can he make any move as the 24 and the 9 both missed the turn? That's going to open up the door for the 11 to get below. Is going to compromise both corners here because, but the 9 gives plenty of room, so it doesn't really impact the 11 as much. But that's going to open the door for the 13 here with the 3 high on his heels. The 11 gets loose. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide. And that's going to open the door for the 3 who goes around 4. And the 41 of Heron saying, howdy doody. That spot is now mine. The 41, though, holding it nice and see right now. That is exactly what the 24 wants to see right now. He is just out front logging laps right now. The only thing he doesn't want to see is the favorite going to this race, the 11 being right behind him right now, the 13 being hot in pursuit. He has been able to challenge the 11 there, but that 3 looks mighty strong right now, but loose. It looks like the short run is what feeds the 3 right there. The 41 hits that little bump there in turn 3, and the 48 as well. This is insane racing here from ERA right now. If you guys are enjoying this, let me know. I want to hear who's all in chat right now. Make some noise for your favorite ERA driver, because this is insane racing going in playoff race number 2. Knowing that the 3, that could have been curtains for both him and the 13 right there. The 41, though, making a move, saying, I'll take 2 more spots. Oh my goodness. The 41 just doing what he should be and capitalizing on other people like diving the corners, missing their apexes. That is how he's moving forward. Good job for the 41. If only he was in the playoffs. He joined just a little bit too late, missed out on the playoffs, but he is putting on a show right now here in Stage 3. Remain on board with the 24 right now. Whenever you guys get a shot, how many laps are left? Copy. Alright, so 20 to go right now. That is what we are seeing right now. This is 20 to go right now. Who can mount a charge on the 24? Looks like right now it's going to be 11, but there is a mounding field right behind. We have the 13, the 3, the 41, the 9, and the 48 all in line right now. Should these 2 tangle or get loose or everything just go awry for these 2, it is going to be curtains for both of them. Now the 24 needs to do exactly what he's doing, kind of hold the bottom. It's going to be so incredibly hard for the 11 to pass on the outside. He's just got to hold that bottom, do not miss his apex, kind of woe it on down and hold up the 11, make him go around the top side. He needs to just hold that bottom. Oh my goodness, what's going on back here? Looks like there is a lot of contact between the 48 and the 9. As we see a challenge for the lead, the 11 making a challenge on the 24, but the 24 not making it easy on him, gets that high side momentum, and they're still side by side. The 11 pulls on back. You know what? Saving it for another day. The 24 still has some bite left in him, but he hits the inside apron and holds up the 11 even more. This is absolutely what the 13 wants to see. He's trying to get closer inch by inch, corner by corner, dragging his way up through the field as the battle for the lead is tight. The 24 throws a block, the 11 looks high, tries to get the cut back on the 24, but the 24 does exactly what he's supposed to be doing and hold that inside line. Now, I can tell you right now, the 11 is fuming right now. The 11 is trying to get on by because he sees the 13, the only one who's been able to mount a challenge on the longer run, just get closer and closer. He knows that he has to get the job done because this 13 is creeping up there. going on board with the 1. He has unfortunately lost connection. We did get a message from him, so he has unfortunately DNF'd out of this race. But he did get points for entering, so good job for him. Looks like the 3 kind of settled into his race right now. The 41 and P5 right now, trying to get some ground on the 3 here, who gets a little bit loose. Open up the door for the 41. We're going to be back on board with the lead here as soon as I get up there. There he is. We're going to be on board with the 24 right now. Looks like the 11's kind of get a wind up by taking a wider line into 1 and 2. But the 24, oh, that was a bump right there. This may be curtains for the 24's lead right now. Is he going to crowd the 11? Yes, he will. Oh, my God, but it worked. He continues holding the line and the lead. Remember, a win and you're into the next round. He is doing absolutely marvelous things right now. That is, and we're hearing some friendly words of banter between the 11 and 24 right now. He knows, they both know what's in store for them should this lead actually evaporate. Like I said, a win and you're in. The 24 gets loose. Now that's going to open the door. A bumper to the back on 24. And it's by the 11 too. I've always wanted to say that. That's going to open up the door for the 13. So right now this should be the 11's lead right there, and he does now, but he gets loose. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! The 24 throws it down the inside. What's the 13 gonna do? Oh my goodness! I'm at a loss for words right now. The 13 potentially to the bottom of the 11. No, he thinks better of it. He is not wearing out these tires as much as the 24 and the 11 are doing right now. Who in the world is going to win this race? Bumper to the back of the 11. I am at a loss for words, ladies and gentlemen, because this is insane racing. I think I heard 8 to go. 8 laps too long from coming straight from the leader himself. He is doing a wonderful job right now. Looks like the 13 got loose right there. Oh, that's going to open the door for the 11 right now. He does. Oh, my goodness. 7 to go right now. The 11 throws it down the inside. Oh, but he's going to have to choke. Oh, my goodness. And that is a door right there. The 11 still there. That is a wall. And now what's the 24 going to do? Oh, my goodness. That is the apron. The 13 gets into the 11, and that... Oh, unless something happens here, maybe the race for both the 13 and the 24. Who can make a challenge? That is 6 to go right now. Meanwhile, the floodgates have opened right now. The 3, the 41, the 48, the 9 all smell blood in the water. Can anyone get to the bumper 5 to go of the 11? The 13's doing everything he can right now. He has to run qualifying laps if anything should happen. The 24 gets massively loose. The 3 is on the charge, trying to get to the back of the 24. And he does. He is there. 4 to go right now. And the last thing these guys want to see is a yellow. The last thing the 24 wants to see is a yellow. The 24 on the outside is going to probably get loose from the 3's pressure. The 48 also down there. Oh, that is a bumper right there, and a quarter panel. Baby gone. 3. Oh, gets into the 24 right there. That is, oh, the 48. The 3 checks up for slow and fast out, but the 48 was there, and that just checks up. Oh my God, that is, I do believe, 2 to go right now. So we're going to see how this is that a caution? No caution. Okay. We're going to be on board with the 11 right now, who has found himself in prime position to win his 7th race of the season, making a statement from a vacation to a winner. If he just needs to just hold these 2 corners right, And I think that is it. The 11 takes home the win. Good show from the 13, the 11 to 24. That battle was insane. All right, so it looks like the podium guys are going to be Kalen, Casey, and Dees. Good job all around. Round of applause for these guys putting on an absolute show and a performance. As we wait for the rest of the results right now, because that is exactly what I want to see for the rest of the all right. Well, it looks like we're still going to get the podium guys up here. All right, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it was D's P3, Casey P2, and Kalen P1, correct? All right, fastest lap was indeed by the 11, surpassing his qualifying lap. So I'm going to get you guys up here for interviews, and yeah. All right, so we are going to get the podium guys up here. We're going to blue screen for a hot second. All right, there we go. So we got these guys in a party waiting for them to join. All right, we got Casey in there right now. Just waiting on the other two, and of course, the usual stuff. Always allow on for your party settings, please. There's the race winner. So, now that everyone's in here, that was excellent battling for all three of you guys, first and foremost. So that was a good show all around. Of course, we're going to start with our third place finisher right now. So, D's, congrats there, bud.
Yeah, like if you say so.
All right. So that is well, I guess we should start with the obvious. I've heard multiple times that you were in the lead, trying to hold off the hard charging 11 and the 13. What was going through your mind right there?
I mean, I was just hoping that the race was shorter, honestly, because I did not want to battle them. But I mean, I tried like everything that I could to hold them off, but they had to send it in, and I wasn't mad about it. But it was good, good on their part.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you had a good race. That's another podium to add to your name. Pardon me, actually. Sorry about that. I think I may have lost my voice by calling that. You guys were putting on a heck of a show there. So if my voice sounds a little gruff, that's why. But D's, to kind of give you the exact number, that is now going to be your third podium. So congrats. Good race there. I mean, it looked like you were actually able to pull away a little bit, but unfortunately the 11 and 13 were able to charge you down. Still good points all around. How do you feel going into Michigan next week?
Like I feel pretty confident. Like Michigan, like it's all about draft. Like as long as you're like in the draft, you have a shot honestly, going there. Um, and like I'm looking forward to it. Like, I know it's probably going to be a whole bunch of 3, 4 wide stuff going on, but like I'm ready for it. I'm ready to move on up in the points.
All right, well, there we go. Unfortunately, going into this race, you were actually the first one below the cut line, but I can safely say that I don't know for sure how many points you're going to be above the cut line, but you are going to be above the cut line. So that's definitely positive momentum going into Michigan. Good race there, D's.
Thanks.
So P2, Casey, how are you doing today there, bud?
A lot better than I thought it was going to go.
Oh, yeah? Well, elaborate on that. How do you, what do you mean?
Well, first of all, I got to give my podium finish out to Goose, the U.S. Trek. He helps me out a lot. We help each other out a lot throughout, the week before each race. Not just for this league, but other leagues too. And he really did help me out with this track in terms in how to handle it. My let-off points, my braking points, and stuff like that. So this one goes out to him. Sorry, it's not a win, but pretty proud of P2. My car, honestly, kind of loose the whole time. It was good for about, maybe 20 laps. Then it just started kind of going away from me. Just had to adjust the way I entered the corners. Seemed like Kalen had a better 3 and 4, and I had a better 1 and 2 on him. It was one of those where I sneak up or inch up on him a little bit, and I'll make a little bit of a mistake and start all over again. I was hoping, Kalen D's were going to keep battling it out and sitting there waiting on him. It was one of them to make a mistake so I can make a move. And, that kind of sort of happened with D's. I don't know how he kept it out of the pits, but other than that, it was a good race, good hard race. I don't think I've squeezed my wheels so hard before.
Well, there we go. Honestly, I was calling it as if you probably had the best chance of getting it to the 11 there. But now that he won, and as some of you guys know, for everyone in chat watching, it's a win and you're in. So Kalen is now advanced to the playoffs. You definitely gained the most points apart from the 11, who doesn't need points anymore. How do you feel going into Michigan?
A little bit better, just because Michigan is not really my forte. But, like I said, Goose and I will sit there and practice it all week, see what we can make out of it. But with the points, if I can keep getting these podiums, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I'd like to throw a win in there, but, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, there we go. Consistency will be key, and I can definitely say consistency is your key because with tonight, that is going to be your 5th podium. Actually, I do believe 5th podium in a row. Give me 1 second. Let me actually double check on that. 1, 2, 3. This will be your 4th podium in a row. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, this will be your 4th podium in a row. 5th total since I've started doing the stats. So congrats. I know that you are looking for a win, but P2 is still good, especially in points. So this should actually solidify your position in the round of 8 as well, based on how you did at the Roval as well as how well you did tonight. So congrats.
Thank you.
So round of 8 racing, and speaking of round of 8 racing, we're going to be on board with Kalen now as we swap on over to Denny Hamlin. Kalen, 7th win of the season. Not straight because you had an off week at the Roval. So how does it feel to be back on the top step?
It feels good to be back on a wheel. It's a little bit. That takes a lot of practice on either one, just like getting used to it. And I haven't practiced on a controller and really much in a couple of years, so kind of big change up. Try that, especially on a road course.
That's my life right there.
Yeah, I definitely like my wheel a lot better.
But yeah, so describe your race there, bud.
That first stage, I felt felt pretty good about it, so I left it alone for the second stage. I didn't make any adjustments. I kind of think I should have probably tried a little bit of adjusting there. And then caution, everything came out, and strategy, I kind of got back a little further than I wanted. And then I knew Casey was pretty fast, which good racing with him indeed. It was a dang good race. And then I tried to adjust it for that last stage, and man, I was trying everything I could to get around D, and then once Casey got up there, I had to go for it and be a little bit more aggressive with it to try to take it. But hats off to him because he was doing a good job getting it into the corner and keeping ahead of me.
Oh yeah, I was calling it that he was doing exactly what he needed to do, which is hold that bottom because it's dang near impossible to go around the outside. So he was doing
Richmond's
exactly
one
what
of
he
them
needed to
tracks.
do. So to kind of wrap things up, I know, like I said, kind of like what I briefly touched on with Casey, a win and you're in the round of 8. So what does Michigan mean for you going into next week?
Just try to get more playoff points and try to ensure making the Final Four is the main goal. I mean, can't ever have too many or ever let up and lose your focus. Try not to. Kind of happened a little bit last week. I mean, being on a control and everything, so try and get back in the rhythm. And after driving 36 hours and doing this race, I'm a little bit tired.
I get you. Well, we don't want to hold you up for too much longer, because especially since of what you guys just said. So, any closing thoughts before we shut it on down for the night, guys?
Uh, Thanks again for putting this on. You do a very great job, and I enjoy watching your broadcast. And just want to say thank you again.
I appreciate
It
it.
was awesome racing with all three of you guys, or two of you guys. That last stage was pretty crazy. A lot of moves, a lot of blocks. You know, a little bit of bumpers were thrown towards the end. That's what makes it fun. So
Yeah, that's short track racing. I don't like doing it, but it's
And
the only way to get around somebody
research
at Richmond.
Yep.
And the research were crazy too.
I cannot wait to get on and watch the stream again and watch that part over. PBT does a great job commentating the
I
stream.
appreciate that.
You know, it's awesome to see how many views it gets, how far out it does get out. You know, on the internet. You know, so thank you to you, PBT, for doing this.
Oh yeah, for sure, and I always appreciate that. But I do it I do it because you guys always put on a show, and tonight was no exception. So to kind of close on out for tonight, this has been your host, Private Patton, here with Elite Racing Association playoff race number 2, going into next week at Michigan. Congratulating our podium guys. We have our winner of Kalen, his 7th win of the season, Casey XXIN 2242. P2. He is getting his 5th podium since I've been doing stats. And then Dees, who had one of the best runs in his shorter time here. Congrats to all 3 of you guys. You guys put on a heck of a show. And for everyone watching and for everyone racing, you guys have also done a fantastic job. So thank you all so much for all the support. And we will catch you next week at Michigan. This is Private Patton signing out.